One day our friends, the dachshund and the pug, decided to go to the countryside and spend their summer there. They went to the village where their grannies used to live. There was an old house that was about 60 years old. Every day they walked around the territory and protected it from predators. The pug and the dachshund met their neighbors, a golden retriever mother and her son. They became great friends. Every day the golden retriever's son came to their place and played with them. The dogs had a lovely garden where they grew different vegetables and took care of them. The pug got very tired from working in the garden, and the dachshund took a lot of breaks. They also bought some fertilizers to feed the plants, besides weeding them. There was a strong horse living on the farm, and the dogs asked him to help them with gardening. The horse took his plow and ran to help the dogs plow the land day after day. One day the dachshund and the pug saw a beautiful parrot in their garden. They greeted it with joy. The next day they met a lovely, playful cat who was happy to make friends with them. Then, in the neighborhood, they also saw two other cats who were intrigued by seeing other living creatures nearby. Even another pug living in the village came to meet our friends and show them around. In their garden, the dachshund and the pug planted and grew a lot of fruit trees and were happy to see them grow. Growing flowers was a great hobby for them too. They planted different flowers, but narcissus was their favorite one. A small budgerigar who had lived in the city decided to move to the countryside and live with the dogs. They played in the garden together every day and had real fun. At the end of the summer, the dogs took everything they had grown and sold it to customers at the market. Finally, the dachshund and the pug agreed to stay in the countryside and live there forever.